good to go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. That was very well done, that, actually. One of my better ones. Darren Clayton, hello to you, my friend.
Hello, Paul. Apologies to anyone who's been waiting since 5:30. I'll put my hand up there.
It's all good. There's a couple of little technical issues. I think people get nervous, especially when I say we're going live and you have to hit that start button. I think people get a wee bit worried about that, touching that, thinking that they're going to make it go live. So that I think that's what happens for a few people.
Yeah, well, I've learned that lesson, so next time we should be right.
It will be fine. Rightio. We're going to discuss the Sunshine Stars. I want to get people to get involved. Of course, comments are encouraged on these shows. So the comment section will be up there. I'll have to move the CC at some stage, but we can leave it there for the minute. But we want to encourage people to get involved, ask questions, promote your horse. Shameless promotion is fine. We don't have any issues with those sorts of things on Campbell's comments, and neither do the Sunshine Stars and the Creek. But we want to make sure, one, people know where to go. We want to know where the sites are. We're going to outline a bit of the prize money, the weekend that's coming up ahead, and go from there. And we will highlight some of the lots, or we'll discuss some of the lots, especially if they're brought to us. But effectively, yourself, me, and Mark Barton are going to do a preview, a virtual yearling parade the week before the sales. We're just working out a little bit of the logistics on that. So we're not going to go through each lot number. Anyone tuning in think we're going to go through each lot number? We're not going to do that tonight, but we will in the future.
Yeah, definitely. We'll do that virtual yearling parade, as you say, and we'll go through that with yourself and Bardo. But like you said too, Paul, anyone who's watching does have a question about a lot. We'll see if we can answer it, go through some of the facts and figures about it. Or like you said, if you are the vendor of a lot or consigner, owner of a lot, and you want to highlight it, tonight's your opportunity to bring it up. And I know there's certainly a few people have said they'd like to take that opportunity. Well, this is it. Jump on and let us know.
Yeah, and don't hold back. We actually got Brad Steele watching. It's a little bit different timeline for him, so he might be getting ready to tuck himself into bed, but he's actually online watching from New Zealand. He's going to be in Melbourne, I think, this weekend. So good to have Brad back on, and he's been a part of it for the 2 years prior. This is the third year, is it not, for the Sunshine Stars?
It is the third sale, yeah. The first one was at the Gold Coast at the Magic Millions complex. Second one we held at the Creek last year. This year is the third one. So we've had one race series out of that, but this will be the third yearling sale. And I don't know whether Brad's got one in or not this year. I don't remember seeing his name, but he has consigned in the past. And yeah, so good to have you on, Brad.
I think he's got one in a different sale, so he gets no publicity on this one. We'll leave him go there. There was one thing I hadn't checked, but I reckon we should be good to go. I want to make sure, because you and I were discussing this today, the Sunshine Stars Facebook page, a lot of people don't tune into it, if you like, probably don't know that it's there as much as anything, and be aware of that it's there. And you can get all your updates there. You guys put them on the Creek as well, but everything that's going through the Sunshine Stars and is sales worthy gets put through here. So we want people to go to the Sunshine Stars Facebook page. It's simple to find. That's just there, as you see right now, and log on to it and give it a like and give it a follow, and you'll be able to keep up to date with everything, because there's going to be a lot of stuff coming thick and fast from now on.
Absolutely, it is non-stop at the moment. Like you say, a bit of update there from last year where we had winners and what have you, but leading into the current sale, it'll really start heating up, and hopefully a few more people can get there and like it, because there's plenty of information we can put on that page and keep it absolutely specific to the Sunshine Stars then. And if that's all your info you're after, you only have to go to that page. You're not going to 2 or 3 places trying to find it.
Yep, and the one banner I haven't got up as well that I should have had up is, of course, the new website for Nutrien, which is nutrienstandardbred.com.au. I actually can do it this way. I'll get a bit smarter here. Where is it? It's going to come back up in a minute. No. You know, when you keep saying, you just keep clicking backwards, Darren, and it'll work. It did work. It just took a lot more clicks than what I was thinking of. This is the actual website itself. Nutrien Equine, nutrienstandardbred.com.au is the site. I've outsmarted myself. too smart. Doesn't matter. I'll have to fix that up in a sec. But yeah, so the nutrienstandardbred.com.au, and that has everything. Easiest way to find the Sunshine Stars and any of the sales, of course, is to go through the upcoming sales part here. Ladbroke Sunshine Stars 2025. Hit the click, and basically you have everything, all your information, your nominations, your buyer registration. That'll be where the live stream will go, but that'll also go onto the front page. So when we're streaming live on the 23rd, you'll be able to see it there. Click on the catalogue, online catalogue, you want to view it, and then you can go through each of the horses there. It's actually gone back to 53 because I previously was looking at it and scrolled through. There is actually one photo, but we'll go back to the start there for a start. But all those horses are there, and it's that simple to navigate. It's a great little website now as well.
Yeah, it is all listed there in lot order too for the sale, so you can roll through them. It's probably interesting year. There's not many years you see where when we go by dam index that A gets to kick off. This year we are.
I wonder if it was an A or if it was a WXYZ, something like that, and there was none with it. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, potentially. I didn't think of that. I was running with an A. So
there was somewhere. It might be. Yep, I found it, and it is one of those. It is one of those odd ones. Catalogue letter starting with Z.
There we go. No Zs.
So it didn't work. Craig Judd's watching. Of course, Craig is taking 7 horses, 6 of his own and 1 of Pat Driscoll's, I believe, up there. So he'll be taking those up. And there's, of course, Darren Ray in New South Wales, plus the Cobbity team. So there's going to be plenty coming from New South Wales. No one from Victoria, but it's something we want to try and emphasise, Darren, to get these people to think about going there.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, two of the Ben Stud horses are, I guess, technically Victorian. Shannon Nixon's got a couple, so...
and Pat's, so technically 3.
Pat, so there's 3 of the 6. So we're slowly getting there, but when it comes down to basic economics, this sale is the absolute number one sale in terms of potential earnings for your horse. So it makes sense to bring it up to the Sunshine Stars sale. Only horses sold in the Sunshine Stars sale are eligible for the Sunshine Stars Sale Classics.
Sorry, wrong one. Hang on, go that one. That one, much better.
So only horses sold at this sale are eligible for those races. 2-year-old $125,000 single sex races. 3-year-old $100,000 and 4-year-old $50,000. If it's a trotter, it's 2-year-old only. It'll be $25,000 race or $50,000 combined if we don't have the $25,000 single sex. Now, any horse sold through the Sunshine Stars eligible for those. They are also eligible for the Nutrien Race Series.
Yep.
Now,
I've got that
this is the only one where we go that way. No other horses can come in reverse. You can't buy at Nutrien in Melbourne, Sydney, Bathurst, and be eligible for the Sunshine Stars. But you buy the Sunshine Stars, you are eligible for these Nutrien races. So, it's a great opportunity there. And, of course, last year we saw Fader Waits. He wasn't a Sunshine Stars eligible horse, but he was a Nutrien horse, and he went down and competed in that 2-year-old race. If he had been Sunshine Stars, well, you probably could have locked him in for the $125,000 because he will likely be the 2-year-old of the year for season 2024, but he wasn't a Sunshine Stars eligible. So, it just shows what the earning value could potentially be when you've got those 2 sales on top of your Q-bred or your other state eligibility programs.
Well, we'll go back to here for a sec. So your Q-bred is, how much do you race for your Q-bred finals, Darren? Throw you under the bus.
So the finals are 2-year-old $150,000.
Yep.
3-year-olds $150,000. 4-year-olds $75,000.
Yep.
That's on top of your $14,000 first win bonus.
Yep.
When first winning Queensland.
And then you play the protos. Oh, sorry, second win. Sorry, I'll shut up.
Second win bonus, yeah. If you're a 3-year-old, if you happen to win your first as a 2-year-old, or and then there's also a third win bonus if you are full state bred. So if the foal was foaled down in Queensland, there is a third bonus as well of $3,000. So pretty good there. And then, well, like you mentioned, throw in the Protostar, richest 2-year-old race in the country, 500,000. So if the dollars just keep ticking over. It's a cash register.
So hang on. So I'll get this wrong, right? So we're going to go $500,000 for the 2-year-olds with the Protostar. So that one's easy. We're going to throw 125,000 on top. So it's now 625. 775 for the Q-bred. Obviously, this is pie in the sky. This is but this is what you can be racing for. Plus, you'll get a $14,000 first win bonus. So that's just ridiculous. $800,000 potentially you're racing for with a 2-year-old in the Sunshine State.
Absolutely. And you say pie in the sky, but you've got a dream, and do you breed a horse because you want to run fifth, or do you breed a horse because you want a champion?
Nathan Williamson's got one of the best named horses. Dreams are free, and he's a rocket too. But it's a great name for a horse. Dreams are free, and they are. It's what it is, and we want to make sure people are aware of that. And if they're in Queensland, they can stay in there. And I know a few horses have been sent back there. But as you then said, $1 million in prize money on offer this year. The date's the 11th of April, so it's going to culminate on the Friday, the 11th of April. The sale will be on the Sunday, the 13th of April, down here in Melbourne. And you can see there clearly the heats. Heats are going to be run. So for the Queensland viewers watching here on April Fool's Day, there'll be a bit of fun happening there, I'm sure. But the 1st of April at Queensland. Victoria will be run at Melton on the 4th of April, Friday the 4th, and Menangle on the Saturday night. Now, that's to cater for the people going to Bathurst and anyone wondering them. So thank you very much to Menangle and New South Wales Harness Racing for programming those races so that the guys in New South Wales don't have to effectively float to Victoria, because you'd be crazy to go to Queensland to turn around and come back to Victoria. So to get a run in those races, that's when the heats will be on of the Series 4 of the Nutrien Classic. And then all finals, $200,000 finals for the 2-year-olds, and then 125 for the 3-year-olds. That's for the paces on Friday, April the 11th. If you put that on top of the 800, a horse going through this Sunshine Stars sale could potentially line up in $1 million worth. $1 million worth of races.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, if they are dual...
That's right, eh? I think I haven't bloody got that wrong, but I think I'm right. There'll be $1 million in stake money without a race.
Pretty close to it, yeah.
Wow.
And if they happen to be dual state eligible, which a lot of horses can be, you throw a little bit more in. So I say the Sunshine Stars, it stacks up to pinch a phrase from the Thoroughbred Code, weight for age, where it's punching well above its weight as a sale.
I'm just thinking then, you could have a horse that is eligible to compete in $1 million worth of racing. Nutrien said we've got $1 million race day, but there could be, if you go through these Nutrien race series over, I should be saying over actually, because as you said then, if it's New South Wales Blue eligible or Vic Bred eligible, well, over $1 million, which is just dreams are free, and that's what we want to do, mate. We want to sell the dream, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely, and that might be a good segue into one horse that really has quite a number of eligibility criteria on it, and that's Soul Sister. It's the only one there with a picture too, I think, Paul.
And well done to is it Golden View? I will get it up. It's lot number
Golden View,
84, Soul Sister, exactly. And this is a cracker. But you keep going. I don't want to rain on your parade, that's for sure.
Yes, it is an absolute cracker. So you look at its eligibility. It's eligible for the Nutrien Sales Classics by going through this sale, the Sunshine Star Sale Classics, the Q-bred. It's a Q-bred. It's Bathurst Gold Crown paid up. It's also New South Wales Breeders' Challenge eligible, plus the new race from Racing Equine. We didn't even mention it yet, so throw it in as well. And then, potential Protostar, like you said, it is a cracking type. And if you have a look on our Facebook page, Paul, Megan has actually shared a video of this guy getting around the paddock, and he is a really, really nice type.
Is that on the creek, is it, Darren?
No, it's on the Sunshine Stars. If you just sort of roll through, they have put up a little...
We'll cut across. So this is a Sunshine Stars. So go down a bit, or...
It's definitely on our page there. I know they shared it to it. So
A little while ago or not?
no, probably about 2 weeks ago. So
Don't know what's going on there. It's not on there unless it's on the Instagram page.
no, okay. I'll find that, but and let you know in the interim. But it's definitely has been shared to our page by Megan, who is the preparer. Yeah, and there's a video of that guy. He is a very nice mover in Huntsville. Very, very good stallion, as we know.
So, well, he's the son of Sun Beach somewhere, out of the Western Hanover Mare Wild West show. So himself, and he went missing because a couple of years he didn't come back here. This is the first time. This is the first year where they've come back. There was a year or two where they missed out, but we know what the sons of Sun Beach somewhere have been able to do. And you can see the black type there in that mare's family, and it's good black type too. New Zealand 4-year-old mare of the year, New Zealand pace of the year. I could talk about Carabella, Bella Montana down a little bit further. You've got Delightful Kaz, Ribera. You've also got this beautiful red, which we love seeing as well, Darren, which means it's a current family as well because they've won since the catalogue's gone to print.
Yeah, so updates there. So that online catalogue, definitely worth keeping an eye on because those pedigree updates continue to come through and they are updated pretty regularly. So if you see anything in red, you know there's been like you say, the family is recent and it's a breed that's still performing.
Yep, absolutely. You can't find that because you're on your phone. I was going to say, did you find that there?
Yeah, no, it is there. Maybe, yeah, I'll sort that out.
I'll have a quick look at the creek while we're still going. But you said
it wouldn't have been shared by the Sunshine Stars. So if you just do a search of our page, it'll then come up. That's how I knew I got around it.
Okay, so go back to the Sunshine Stars.
Yeah, and just type in your search there, Paul. Just type Sunshine Stars, and it'll bring it up that way.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, because it hasn't actually been shared by the Sunshine Stars page yet. We've been tagged in it.
And unfortunately, I can't do it because the bloody thing is recognised the search already, if you know what I mean. Like, so it's already, Just bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. We'll do it this way. Hopefully I can get it on this computer. Sunshine Stars Sports. That's us. We don't need to show us. That's an interview. Just bear with me, please, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see if we can see it. No. Yeah, it's no. And then, yeah, okay. So one of the issues we're having, people want to know what's going on. All I'm finding is anything that I've had with the Sunshine Stars. So we're not coming up. What is... It'll be on their Facebook?
It will be, but I'm not sure what that is. So we might have to park that for a minute. But it is a classic example of how much money you can potentially be racing for because Q-bred, New South Wales bred, Nutrien, Sunshine Stars, Gold Crown, Cobbity Equine, potential Proto Star, that is just huge amounts of money that a few years ago we wouldn't have been talking about the ability to run for this much money as a 2-year-old.
No, I've got to go back to that, Darren. Sorry, I got out of the Nutrien page for the second, but we'll get back into it very quickly. But as you rightfully said there, so I don't know. I'm not even going to. We'll work that out when we do the live about the eligibility potentially, and have all of these other races that are complement these horses. And this is basically being done through the fact that Nutrien are embracing all these races. We're going to Bathurst. Your hometown, we're going to the Bathurst as well. They're selling at the Bathurst Gold Crown as well. So it's just a huge opportunity for people to be able to get it. And there are a lot of smart people. I know Craig Judd, you said about the Shannon Nixon horses there, Vic bred eligible, and New South Wales bred eligible because they've a foal down there. They're going up there to get that three bites at the cherry as well.
Yeah, well, that by going through our sales ring in the Sunshine Stars, it throws in that extra race. So it makes sense, and you've got to go where there's the potential to offer your potential purchasers their biggest bang for buck, and we're confident, and we know, we've seen it, that the Sunshine Stars sale is where that bang for buck is.
Yep, and and we want to keep growing it. We want to grow the industry full stop. And we need to do it. We need everyone to embrace and get on the same ship. The trotters, just very quickly there before the trotters, and there's a few trotters coming up to the Sunshine Stars as well. $50,000 for the 2-year-olds and $125,000 for the 3-year-olds. Those heats and final are going to be running in August. There'll be a lot more information coming out about those as well going forward. So make sure you keep on top of those. The 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds. They're in Victoria, and of course you have the combined sex, which will be run at the same time as the Sunshine Stars through the Winter Carnival, or out the other side, Darren. When they race.
Stars trotters.
Oh, the Sunshine Stars races.
Yeah, they'll be within that. So they'll be at the end of the year, around the November time, as they were last year. Now, with that, we have a clause that if we get 5 acceptors for each sex, then it will be individual sex for 25,000. If we don't achieve 5 in each, well, then it becomes a combined sex final of 50,000. Last year we managed to just scrape in 5 and 5 there was, and then a late scratching. We had a washout the first night we were scheduled.
It's actually funny. Brittany Graham just tuned in. I think Brittany had a horse in that series, did she not?
She did. He didn't quite. Tetrick. He didn't quite perform in those heats, but what he did do, he was able to win by season's end and pick up the $14,000 Q-bred bonus and for Brittany, and that was with a win at Albion Park on top of his first place prize money. So, she was able to get a good return, and fair play to Brittany too, Britt. I love well-named horses. He's by Tomoko, and he's a big ginger chestnut. So a bit of a throwback to Timmy Tetrick.
And we have there is actually one of the lot numbers, because if I go to that one, doing that, and then hit this button there, there's a video there. The update, this of course is all on the Sunshine Stars site there that you can actually see. So then you go there and it says it's related to the horse lot 3. You can't see what I'm doing because I've swapped screens, but here we go now, and then you'll see the all-important red update there. So for Trotters Australia, he's by Perfect Sting, an Andover Hall horse out of Amarula, a well-performed horse herself, but now she's a sire of 2 to race. Izaros, who's won 4, and Tetrick, and a good family, and again, plenty more red type going through there. Prepared by Dean Baring. It's eligible for the Nutrien Classic Trotting Series of Q-bred and the New South Wales Breeders' Challenge as well. So he's got quite a few other eligibilities there with that horse as well, which is what we want to keep messaging out. But that's the beauty of going to the Sunshine Stars. It doesn't get lost in the Creeks website.
Yep, absolutely. And, as you mentioned, you brought that guy up. He'll have that half-sister going through as lot 3, so nice and early in the sale.
Yep, absolutely. And very, very, he's a nice little horse, the Tomoko. I think they're going to take a little bit of time. There's quite a few of them advertised coming up. I think, actually, Brittany likes a chestnut trotter. She might get excited about the one of Pat Driscoll's. I reckon I'm going to go with lot 77 off the top of my head. But he's a chestnut Tomoko trotter, so you never know, Brits, if you're still watching. No, it's not 77, 67 maybe. All sorts. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do this. Went
66.
66 was it? Okay. Well, now that you've done that, I'll go and find him first. But I'll show people how easy it is to filter some of these horses. But we'll get this bloke up first through there. So yeah, this is a chestnut trotter by Tomoko out of the Love You Mare in Prison chick. Of course, King's Guard, another. So this online catalogue and getting this red type, it's a current family. When you see that red, you can automatically say, well, that's bold type, can't you?
Yeah, absolutely. And it means the family's performing at current day. That it has relatives racing somewhere that with current performances, so they are getting updated. So yeah, absolutely.
Matty, too, just on the futurities, Darren, on this one too, be aware that this horse is also eligible for the HDT. So it's eligible for the Nutrien Trotters Series, New South Wales Breeders' Challenge, the Vic Bred, because it's Vic Bred, the Need for Speed. It's been sustained for that down here, but also the HDT 2-year-old Trotting Classic, which is in New South Wales, $75,000. So there's another little one there because it is a Harasta Trotters bred horse. So any that were standing at Harasta Trotters for last season are eligible for that HDT 2-year-old Trotters Classic, which is very important as well.
Yeah, so it just shows that, we keep banging on about it, but the value's there and the money's there. So there's really no excuse why, you wouldn't want to be buying out of this sale because of what they have eligible for. And, a little side note with that one, the second dams produced My Valerie, and My Valerie was Pete McMullen's first Group 1 winner.
Serious?
Yeah, won the Darrell Alexander Memorial Trot here at the Creek, and that was Pete's first ever Group 1 win.
Wow, you are a wealth of knowledge. That other horse whose name you'll have it there in front of you, the red type horse. I'll have to go back to it. I actually got out of that page. The one of Stephen Boynton's. He's going absolutely terrific at the minute too. Kingsguard.
Kingsguard, yeah.
He's flying at the minute. He's going terrific. So he's a horse in real good form. So it is a good form race. Rightio. So what I want to do, I want to make sure that people are aware, too many buttons to push, Darren, how the site works. So if it's your first time coming to the site and you're not sure how it works, hopefully you've been here a few times, but we need to explain it to people what is going on. You click on the vendor. So when you open it up, it should go to here. This is your normal catalogue page. Click on your vendors. So your vendors are the people who are selling them. So you'll get a list of those. So if you want to go into the Lindsay and Mary Bag draft, and that will bring up all of their horses. Where it gets a little, you want to differentiate a little bit is with the preparers. And the reason I showed you this one, Ben Stud New South Wales, they're taking 8 horses up to the sales there. But as vendors, Ben Stud, they're only taking 2, and then as agents, they're only taking 1. So if it's a part of the Ben Stud draft, the way to find it is actually to go that way. Then you click onto that, go across here, and that will show you all of those. There's lot 66 that we're talking about, but the whole draft of horses that they are taking to this draft. So it's a pretty smart way to do it. Again, I think Bearing Bloodstock would be in a similar boat without. Yeah, so he only has 13 horses in his name as a vendor, but as a preparer, he's got 29. So, again, Burwood Stud. So it's a pretty important little piece of information to have, Darren. He's doing something. I'll keep talking. He's doing something behind the scenes because I can hear some.
I'm just putting the phone charger in because someone's fire alarm is absolutely going ballistic. So I hope they're all right. It's not mine because I haven't really warmed up yet. But
are you serious?
Yeah, I don't know what is next door neighbour or someone that burnt the toast.
Well, you do a lot of cooking shows, so
yeah. I didn't have time for.
I'll take the screen now. I could hear the tinging and tanging, so I wasn't sure.
I don't have time for the cooking tonight, so I've got the apprentice on cooking duty. So hopefully he can. Maybe that fire alarm was him. I've got to keep an eye on him.
I could tell you a funny story when I used to work in motels about that. So yeah, Matty Tusa, he's in. I actually might have to go back and check the vendors. I've got a feeling Matty's selling this this year. Yeah, he is too. He's got one in the Queensland sale. So Matty's on board. We'll look after Matty. This is Miss Rock and Roll by Down by the Seaside. Darren's like, yep. So it's lot 58 by Down by the Seaside out of the Rock and Roll. Hanover Mare and Miss Rock and Roll's got a double cross there of Presidential Ball, which is terrific. And out of that Miss Hazel family, and you go down to Louviere, Renaissance Man, My General Lee. Look at that family there, the third family. What a cracking family that one there is. So good luck to Matty. He's been a supporter. He donated a float the first year. Unfortunately, things aren't going quite as good for a lot of businesses now, so he's not able to do that. But great supporter of Nutrien, that's for sure.
Yeah, and that colt, he's got a pretty strong family there, and Oliver Dan, of course, he won a heat of the Nutrien Sales Classic. He's in the second family there, the second dam. So
Hazelnuts, Christian Sloyd's great family, isn't it? The more you look at it,
absolutely,
they keep jumping out at you.
That's Floyd family. There's so many winners come out of that, and like you mentioned, the double cross of the Presidential Ball. out of a rock and roll Hanover mare. There's not a great deal of rock and roll Hanover mares about either. So
no, and poor old Presidential Ball was one of those stallions that a lot of people jumped out of the clouds to bag when he was here, but since he's been gone, they want them, and especially in the mares, they want that line. So yeah, it's a unique little one, that's for sure.
Yeah, I've got a Presidential Ball at home, and one of those bittersweet moments. I would have loved for him to be a filly, but he's an old gelding. But he's done his job. He's the nanny. He's the convalescing twin. He's all of that, and he's the coolest old horse. And he's a Presidential Ball, so I can't bag him for that.
No, definitely you can't. It's yeah, that's one of the good things about this industry. I think what we do with these horses afterwards, and we could do a lot of discussions about that as we go along. But they're not there because I haven't got that screen on. I do that a lot, Darren. You've got to tell me when I don't have the screen on. But there are a lot of the prepare. Sorry, that's a preparers. Now I can tell you that Darren Ray's actually bringing 5 because he's preparing the draft of Rosewood Stud. I know this because I did the videos. Those videos will be going up in the next day or two. Possibly by tomorrow, hopefully they'll be all up. But these 3 horses here on screen, the Tiger Tara and 2 Capped Midnights, being looked after by Darren Ray and Madawi Lodge. So he's bringing 3 horses up with him when he comes up, which is great. Also great to see the team at Burwood Stud. How they do it, I don't know, but preparing 2023, another massive draft for them as well, Darren, and they do an awesome job, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. They're always turned out in great order, and they got a lot of different types there. They prepare for a few people. They bring their own. I always look forward to seeing their photo updates morning of the sales, because crack of dawn there's about 3 or 4 semi-trailers turn up, and they load up, and in they come to wherever the sale is, and they'll be there again, and they're always great supporters. The Denning family, so
and terrific people they are. They do a lot of work behind the scenes for Queensland racing as well, so we need that, and that is actually their draft. So that's their, as vendors, they are the horses they'll be putting through for themselves. And then we'll click back to this one here. That's their draft of horses that they're preparing and looking after as well, and entrusted with so many nice horses and a whole raft of horses there as well, trotters and pacers, which is exciting.
Yeah, a good mix, and there's another one that I like doing too. Their Facebook page, they put up each foal that as it's born each year. They cycle through when they're born, and I quite often I'll see a foal and it jigs your memory, and you go back and you scroll through their gallery, and it's one as a 2-year-old, and here it is. Generally the day it's been born. So I love doing that, and that's just one of my strange traits. But
it's one of the unique things I encourage people. Shawnee McNulty's on there, John Rudder as well. G'day to you guys, and ask any questions if you want as well where you're going. The handshakes, because not being ill, Noel's missing a couple of fingers, so when he shakes her, it's a little bit different. And then you get Caleb and Jono, and they nearly break your hand. It's a unique experience getting a handshake from the Dennings, isn't it?
Yeah, that's we might not go there with that, but yeah, it is, and they always do a great job with their draft, no matter where they're getting them ready for. But they've been good supporters of the Nutrien Sunshine Stars sale in our previous 2, and that continues on to this year for our 3rd sale.
Yeah, and anyone wants to get in touch with any of those and any of the other people, I'll put it back up. But all your preparers here, I'm not trying to single anyone out or large numbers. Monarch Farm, 10 horses going through there as well, and a good raft of different horses. The King of Swings, I've seen a few of those this year, Darren. They're going to turn heads on a streak as well. So that'll be another horse there. So that one there, lot 32, that'll be another one that'll have a little added extra. Gracie Pinevale, so being on a streak. Wow, look at that little cross there, Darren, the black type at the top. She's a Muscle Yankee mare, and of course on a streak has Muscle Yankee in him as well. So yeah, that's one for the purists. Some people will be scared of that, other people will just run to it. They'll love that. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, the line breeders will be all over that, but it's a really good family, that one. And like you said, it's eligible for that harassed to trotters piece as well as being Q-bred. So
and the New South Wales bred as well, and then the Nutrien Race Series. So massive amount of and a beautifully bred horse. Like look at that back there. You got Temporale and all those horses, but Duchess Ella on the second dam. The mares had 3 foals, 3-year-old and older. 2 of those are raced. Both of them have won. So you can't do much more than that.
No, and this is where it comes back to judging your eye, judging your ability to pick one, and seeing them at the sales and going. So it's a colt. It's eligible for the Sunshine Stars Trot Classic. There's only 20 trotters in this sale, so you've got the odds are in your favour. If you can, how to get a 2-year-old trotter up and going. Well, you're well on your way to getting a horse into one of those finals. If it's a $50,000 race, you're only one of 20 that are eligible, and you bring that down the average of numbers. You've got a great shot at running for good money early in your horse's career.
Yep, absolutely. And I wear a few hats. I will shamelessly point out to people that On a Streak is bred very similarly to Volstead, and we know what Volstead's been able to do here. This is his first season. These horses been offered up, but I think the first time you get a difference is with Muscle Yankee, but where Muscle Yankee is there on the mares on the staying side, you also get the Valley Victory component with still get that Valley Victory component with Volstead. So yeah, similarly bred. Similar performance, if you like, on the racetrack as well. I think there's only about $30,000 difference in the prize money the two stallions earned, Aaron. So it's just an amazing little stat that they have there. If you have to go somewhere, go. I can hold fort by myself if you want. You look like you're ready to do that. Harry Holt there, Sid.
You never know. I've got to keep an eye on a thousand things. Like I said, the fire alarm's gone off. I don't know whose that was, so it was only their toast.
It has stopped. Somerset Farms, they're back. They're trying to change things up there, both standing stallions, great supporters of the industry, standing stallions, leading trainers. I don't know when they sleep. I don't know when they talk to each other, but they do an amazing job, don't they?
Yeah, they absolutely do. And here's one that we can probably give a nice, it won't be in the red type update, but it's lot 55.
Millwood
Captain
Tilly.
Crunch, Millwood Tilly. Now, this will get your fingers working, Paul. There is a 2-year-old by the name of Won't You Stay With Me. Now, it's a current 2-year-old, 2025 2-year-old. So all one word, Won't You Stay With Me.
Yes, that's a dangerous name.
Now, if you look it up, it has actually been to the the green trials, education trials, however you wish to name them. But yeah, it has been to the trials already. Hasn't qualified, but off the back of what it produced in that qualifying trial, that education trial, you'd expect it to be qualifying pretty easily.
So tell me something. Do I go to Queensland Racing for that to get the trials?
Just on the HRA page, you can.
No, it didn't take me there. It didn't give me the trials. I've got
so just go into a horse search.
One? Yep,
that's it. That's the one.
How do I find the trials?
Go back into the race page.
Everyone's going to learn something here.
Yep. So racing.
Yep.
Go. The easiest way that I would do it, just open any race meeting, even one you've got there on your.
Redcliffs will do.
Yep. Go to the first horse. That's one. Click it. Click search again.
Where do you go?
And type in, Won't You Stay With Me?
I like this. I like learning stuff. Don't worry about that. It's always good, that part. So Bradley Frost and a few others for search.
You might have spelled it wrong.
Won't you? Oh, yep, left the Y off. Right. Oh, yeah, and then you've got the 2 trials. Right, and he's won both those trials.
So their education trials, so it wouldn't have won. So you can fast forward, or if you want to show this a little bit, they do a couple of rounds behind the mobile. and that's shown on that video, or then you can fast forward, and that's it in third position. The two Hewitt horses are out in front. I think we can mention them too a little bit when we watch that, but that's Won't You Stay With Me in third. Pete never pushes it along, just keeps it going along, and so it has a Captain Crunch half as lot 55 out of Millwood Tilly, the Millwood Nike family. So plenty of winners through that family, down to a family that Pete and Chantel have had plenty to do with, and that's the Miss Sunshine family, McGregor, Melton Beach, Miss Ruby Sunshine, Dance in the Sun. So
that's a lovely trial, isn't it? Pete just letting it go, let it go backwards. Click on the trial on racing page. Brad was onto it. Brad Steele was as well. So
yeah, so if you go back into that page where we were, rather than ticking the video, Paul, if you just go back there, when you said, it's won both its trials, because the education, so if you actually click on the date there, then you'll get all the breeding and thing of each of the ones that educated, because they're not actually placings, they're just
go from there. Now, you said these other the two Hewitt horses in front. Is there ones of those in the sales as well?
I might have got mixed up with.
Oh, that could be this. There's two trial days, so of course, well, that's so that's not the trial we watched, I don't think, because that also.
No, so the other one that it was one of Gemma Hewitt's. I'll just find it here.
Find fake cash.
That's the one.
Yep,
that's the one. If you want to see a good one, put that one on. Timmy Tio.
Am I putting this trial on?
If you would like to, if you want to see it, and bear in mind this guy has a Huntsville half brother as lot 27.
Okay, so which number is he?
He'd be the purple and red yoke, second out there.
Yep. So that's him there.
So they do 2 or 3 laps behind the mobile, just getting used to seeing it. There he is there now.
That's not the end of the trial, is it?
That's the end of the trial there.
We best go back a wee bit then. Oh, he's getting further in front. Wow. Do they have the times up for these, Darren, when you put them up?
No, they don't, because obviously being education, some are further advanced than others, but this guy, he's ready to go.
Wow. He is indeed. So when are your 2-year-old races? Is this horse likely to hit the track before they?
There's been a few programmed, but we haven't had enough to stand up just yet. So, we'll hopefully not too far away. They are in the program, but we haven't had enough really ready to go to the track. But yeah.
So that horse.
He's got 27.
I was going to show people how to find him, but that's okay. Okay, so you can go to the dam, and then you can type in find. He likes to steal in my parade, and then it'll come up. So if you want to do it that way, that's where the dam search is really important, I think, because you're able to then you can see the mare, type in the first few couple of letters, and away it goes. And this is wow. This is a terrible family, isn't it?
It is. So plenty of winners, and they continue to win. This is one of Burwood studs as well. It's one that they've prepared. So, so that Timmy T.O., he's a Down by the Seaside. This one going through the sale this year is a Huntsville colt. So both sons of Sun Beach.
Yep.
Out of the fake life mare, Find Fake Cash, who's just produced winner after winner.
But you've also there got a couple of little updates down here as well with the Down by the Seaside Blackjack Cripper. So that's a full to the horse that'll be going. No, that's a half. Sorry, that's a full to Timmy T.O. Obviously that race, but half to this horse. Blackjack Beth, of course, it's had 8 wins there by Captain Treacherous. So another half, and even down further, Boston Harbour, another Seaside that has won, and another Captain Treacherous that's won. So it's a line that works, and then you see Timmy T.O. down the bottom, the Down by the Seaside. So, yeah, amazing little tool and very well spotted, that one, Darren. I like that. So that's like number 27, GSM Racing. Got to always look after him.
Yeah. What I will say, it was just a coincidence that I found that horse. So.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. You'll be right. You'll get a pat on the back tomorrow. Now, Johnny Rudder has told me It's related to lot 21. I'll go back here to these, and we'll just type in 21 as well. Oh yeah, of course, counterfeit cash. Now I've done this video today, Johnny, so it will be going up very, very shortly. Oh yeah, so counterfeit cash is out of fine fake cash. So there you go.
It is. Now, what did Johnny mention in his comment there, Paul?
Also related to lot 21. That's all he's mentioned. Should he be saying?
Okay. So Swift code, the Stay Hungry 2-year-old.
Yep.
If you type it in and have a look at its trial at Bathurst, Bernie Hewitt's got it.
Look at you go. Do you sleep, my friend? Swift code.
It qualified on the 13th of January. It's ran its last half in 57.9 untouched. Looks a very nice horse. So this will be Dancing Lou, the one that Maddow is offering here.
Yep, first season, of course, stood with what's her name?
Stood in for Trump for a season.
Yes, Trump Bloodstock. Sorry, forgot about that. But yep, rightio. So this is going to test you. Which trial date? Or it doesn't matter.
13th of January.
13th of January. So we'll go to that one there. So there's 3 horses in it. Olivia drives him, and so it's a 1,700 metre trial. We'll just go. Do you know Livy's colours in front?
She's in front. Yeah, she's got the white and blue and 57.9 last half. Looked to be doing it quite easily.
What's this horse by? Stay Hungry.
She is by Stay Hungry.
Yep.
So the Dancing Lou colt will be lot 21, and it's, as we said, counterfeit cash, out of counterfeit cash, which is out of fine fake cash, which was that other family we just had a look at.
And it's a little go of this one, isn't it?
It certainly is.
If they didn't want anyone to know about the trial and that, they're in trouble, because we've just dead set shelved them on that one. There's no chance there at all. I'm an Howie Lodge. Yeah, I was just looking at the comments there in between us, but that's Johnny Rudders. So, well, that's what you need. We need to get this messaging out there that people are aware of these. It's owned by Boots Proprietary Limited, so it's going to get a great chance.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's they're up and about, and here come sort of Sunday, 3 weeks time, you get the opportunity to buy a colt by Dancing Lou, and that's closely related to that one, and a really good family further down the page as well. So
I need you to put your Bathurst hat on for a second. The third horse, is that Logan Rain? Is that named after down the bottom where Turnbull's in that train, or is it just sort of...
No, I can't quite. That's Logan. So Lagoon is Lagoon.
Okay. All right.
As in the water lagoon. So
yep. With the horse.
You would have been out there surely.
Yeah, Michael House told myself and Cam Bray 2 years ago, I have to go to the lagoon. And we were busted. We only wanted to get to Tamworth. We're like, I tell you what, it's amazing what you do. So we go down there in the morning before we head off to Tamworth to go there. And he said, look for the horse on the roof. And I'm like, what? As if there'd be a horse. And you get there. And it was great. The hospitality from Steve and everyone there was just second to none. It was brilliant. And then the same day, we rocked up to Tamworth and we watched a little horse whose name just bloody left me, Grant Dixon's horse, the champion. Leap to Fame, and there was talk about how good he was, whether he was the best 3-year-old or whatever, and I think he went 54.5 around.
Still a track record
around Tamworth, yeah, and phenomenal to watch. And if you haven't been, no one's been to the Tamworth track. A lot of people say their tracks are a coliseum. It actually is, because it's built up. The wall's that high alongside the track, and then you basically start sitting up above it, and to be able to sit there across the top of Leap to Fame with probably 50 other people in the grandstand was phenomenal. It was, two of my great weekends, actually, that going and seeing the lagoon, and then, get to see Leap to Fame like that. It was just magic. So, yeah. Yeah,
2 questions then. Was there water in the lagoon when you were there?
It was this time of year, so no.
Well, it's hit and miss. It'll go dry for years on end, and then it'll fill up. It's a bit like Lake Eyre, so...
Yeah, no, I don't think there was. I think it was very dry. There was a little bit of greenery. And what was the second question?
how can you imagine how many winners have come off that property when you see the size of their training track?
Yep, it is mind-blowing, and it is a must, I reckon, for any harness person. They need to go there and see how something can work, and not only like the size of the track, if you like, and everything along those lines, but also how a family can train so many horses and do it so well. It's amazing. It really is. It's terrific. So yeah.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's and like you said, great hospitality, great people. And quite happily show. You could turn up and I'll say, come and have a look at this, and they're happy to, and winners galore, and it's just day after day. It's just they keep churning out.
Yeah, absolutely. It was great to see. I ran into Amanda last week doing some of the videos for Northern Rivers Lower Long Farms, and Amanda was there doing yearling inspections. I think she's hoping to maybe this week get the okay to get back driving. So she'll be back on track very shortly, which is great for harness racing.
Yeah, absolutely. Tough.
Yeah, so she.
I saw the picture of a hand not long after it had happened, and it's the fact that she's considering being back driving this soon, unbelievable.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. And look, she looked good. She was walking around. And so which is great. And the industry needs more of us going around. I will say, ripping little name there in the bottom of that horse too. Give us a tinny. By Tintin in America, and of course it's got red type, so it's 1 3-year-old since this has gone to print. So yeah, so the dam's had 2 foals, 3-year-old and older. One's raced, one's won. Oh yeah, well that's 100% producer, and we just saw Swift Go did win a race, so she'll be 2 from 2. And the first of the Sweet Lou's sons to be offered in Australia. I don't think so. This is the other one that you can go on to here. So we'll go down to Dancing Lou because there's 4 being offered in this sale. And I don't think Darren's is the first. I think this it's not the Biver, or what are we going to say? Bella Victory, of course, is the first for Lindsay and Mary Vag. That'll be the first of the Dancing Loos to be offered up in this year's sale. I'm not sure if my man's there or not.
You there?
Yep, you got your back. I had a little bit of crackle come through, so I wasn't sure what's going on.
Yeah, it's just starting to crackle up. I'm not sure what's going on there. Just give me 1 sec. I'll play Tech Guru for a minute while you talk them through Bella Victory. Now, Bella Victory, here's an update for you. She's a chance. The second dam out of the second dam there. I've got to go collect. It's actually a trotter. It will return. Its last race was in the Great Square, the inaugural Great Square, won by London to a Brick a couple of years ago. Hasn't been seen since. It actually goes around tomorrow night at Albion Park in a trot. And if you want to have a look at a smart trial by a trotter, she's a chance. She's performed absolutely superb, ready for her first run in almost 2 years tomorrow night.
Right, you get that sorted. Brad Seals, give me one. Brad, we'll get onto that in a second. Lot 10 is going with, and we will get to that. Now, anyone else out there that wants to get us involved? So this will be... I'm wondering Darren's saying which trial he's talking about. Oh, it has to be this one because the other one's back in June. So Angus Garrard drove it in this trial, and it gets the third. Oh, because it's taken on the paces. Whoops, we're going back too far. So just trying to find, that must be her there outside. Oh no, behind the leader. There it is, behind the leader. So taking on all the paces and that. Darren's still getting, I can't hear him down my headphones, so I know he's not there yet. But yeah, and this horse is going around tomorrow night. So poking through the middle against a couple of likely type of paces. So there's one to look out for. I'll tell you, you'll get everything on this show. There's no stress there at all. He has gone. He'll be back. So while he's gone and he's picked that one up, so that's She's a Chance. How'd you go?
Yeah, I think the old phone's overcooking.
Oh, a bit warm up there, is it?
Yeah, a bit warm. So hopefully we'll get some cool air onto it, and we'll be right.
If anyone can hear the thunder and lightning running up and down my stairs, Holly's got this beautiful little pup, and he's found a new toy that he's he's doing burnouts up and down the stairs. So he's having a lot of fun. That was a lovely trial, wasn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely. So first up tomorrow night, she's back from a long spell, contested that great square. So she obviously had ability early on. So we'll see how she goes. But I got to go collect. But Bella Victory, another of those dancing loos, and that's for the Vags. That one, lot 9.
Yeah, lot 9. There's Counterfeit Cash. You go for a sec. I'll look after you. I've seen both Counterfeit Cash and Cotiro. Lovely type Cotiro as well. I can say that. And then Summer Pants. There was one sold, I think, last year, Monarchy Farm, out of Summer Pants as well. So, no, it can't be. This is her first foal. So, that's for Monarchy Farm. So, that's another of the dancing loos there. It's eligible for the Nutrien Classic and also the Q-Bred bonus that is there. So, that's lot number 87. Right. One thing I will say while Darren's doing that, sires index. So, you can go through and see all of your sires. It will give you the numbers. It's in alphabetical order, not the amount number. Great to see. This is the depth in this sale up here. Art Major with 9 horses represented for Art Major, champion sire. We've got 50-50. I'm going to go 5 colts, 4 fillies, so which is terrific. Better's Delight's got 2. Captain Crunch with 8. Who else have we got there? There's a few on the other side as well. Plenty of trotters and pace. Well, there's a huge lot on the other side. McWicked going along there. Poster Boy with 3. Soho Tribeca with 1. Right down the bottom to Yankee Rockstar. So all of those trotters paces are well and truly written. Of course, the dams. And don't be scared if you hit the follow. So I haven't hit the follow on any. So if we go back here, if we go to this horse here, I think is how it works. Counterfeit Cash. If you click on the follow button, so I've got to get out of that. No one needs to see that. Can't do that. Have to apologise. One, that was a bit of a tease. I can't. Sorry, Darren, you're back there, but I can't actually show. If you hit follow, once you've signed in, if you hit follow, it will keep updating them. This little computer is a little bit more than just the update. So it's I can't actually show that part. So, but yeah, you got a bit of feedback. What's going on?
Yeah, just a little bit of heat, but we'll get through that. No dramas at all. So.
No, that's better. I could hear a little bit of feedback, but that's gone. So we better highlight now because Brad's been waiting. I've been waiting for you to get back. Lot number 10. Why did that not come up? I don't know why that didn't come up, but it's there anyway. This is another of the Seasides. Here, this is Bishop's Blessing. So what did Bradley say? We better make sure he's not a Bradley. He doesn't like when I call him Bradley. Looks okay as well. Oh, this is looking after the GSM racing as well, but it is. Wow, look at that. That's a beautiful pedigreed page, isn't it? That's going to be a horse a lot of people are going to have to sit back and have a look at it there. You've got Devil's Own updated to 26 wins. Daredevil updated. My Ultimate Byron, we know what sort of job he's done, and now he's in America. Mickey Beach, Auckland Reactor went fair. Might have gone pretty good at up in Queensland a few times and that. So that's a fair family, Darren.
Yeah, that it is. And Speech is Silver is another one. Darren Weeks, Kylie Rasmussen had him, and he had an incredible turn of foot. Did Speech is Silver. He was on and off the scene quite a bit. He obviously had his share of issues, but when he was right, he was absolutely super. And of course, Devil Dodger, we saw plenty of him as well. Once he arrived, as a lot of Greg's horses do, they went to Grant Dixon, and he manages to do a super job with those Kiwi red ones. And here he is with one that's out of the same dam as Devil Dodger, Bishop's Blessing. Again, I'll go back to that point. I love a horse that's well named. Devil Dodger out of Bishop's Blessing is pretty handy.
And we could come up with a few from you. That is actually very good. Had not thought about that. Daredevil as well in the family. So a few people have gone with it, that's for sure. There'll be a few people saying, no, you can't go against it. This is a filly. One, the Seaside fillies are outstanding. The colts go great. The fillies seem to go that little bit better. And it seems like the filly family of this filly part of this family, if you like, Darren, actually they breed on. You'll see there, May Fly only had 2 wins herself. 17 wins here for He's Looking At You. Happy as Gus, 11 wins. They breed on. They're breeding on terrifically. So Bishop's Dream, another, she was unraced, but she's a 100% producer. And, of course, one of those being my old Barney. So it's a great family to get a filly because you get that residual value, that 2 for 1.
Yeah, and, someone that may be just starting out, this could be the perfect foundation mare that you go after. And, you got that opportunity, like you said, the down by the seaside. Certainly the fillies do as good a job as the colts if you think of Artie by the seaside and Coastal Babe. So, you got plenty of options there.
I bought the culprit. he was at my feet, so I bought the culprit up. So I had to put him on show for 5 minutes. So he's at my feet playing. So I thought, well, he might as well come up here for 5 minutes and show him off. But plenty of good Kiwi blood in that family. But of course, and you're right, what you said there, like Artie by the seaside, she's a champion. Coastal Babe is just a jet. They are terrific, the fillies, but the boys go terrific. And the seasides are really hitting the ground. I do wear plenty of hats, Woodlands hat, but no, they're great value. And I might go back to the sires. Didn't sort of you have the opportunity of buying 5 down by the seasides. So, going there. It was great dispersity, if you like, of the stallions, if that's the right word, diversity. I said there when you just took off there before with Art Major having 9, he's ranked second. Unfortunately, his entire life sakes. Darren just had a flip.
Flipped out. You got the better of me, Paul.
He's ranked second to Better's Delight, but he's a champion side in his own right. This sale is a fair income sale. You've got, Australian champion, and then you've also got the second one. Darren's having.
I'm on the verge of losing it here, Paul.
What do you got it sitting on a saucepan, or is that the young bloke cooking out the back that I give you?
No, that's my thing. Trying to cool the jets on it.
Oh, you got a fan happening?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a bit. Is it warm up there today?
It's not too bad. It's not too bad. But for anyone who, just so that you don't think I'm an absolute lunatic, I walked out of the office and left my laptop and the camera to do this sitting on the desk, and I realised it when I got out of the car at home. So and I've had to improvise, but as plenty of horse trainers will know, you've got to improvise at times, and we'll get there. I think we're getting through it okay.
Oh, we are. We won't go much longer, but I will clarify one thing too. I rang you to make sure everything was right, and you said, no, I've picked up this extra camera as well, and I've got everything sorted. That was in the car when you were travelling.
I know. I'm hoping I did leave it on the desk at work, and I haven't sat it on the tailgate or something and driven off without it.
We've given GSM Racing a good rap. We'll just keep giving him a better rap. Do you want to keep going wrapping him right up all the time, just in case?
We'll just go back to the vags for a moment. We spoke about Bella Victory there before I jetted out to sort things out. If you go to lot 13, a cattle wash, you talk about diversity of stallions. Here's another one, sort of newer to the scene.
Did you say 13? Yeah, you said 13. Yep, you're right.
Yeah, 46 and 8 cattle wash went. He was a jet over there in the States, and he was at Sun Beach.
Son of Sun Beach, exactly.
Yeah, so if you want to have another look, Mighty Crunch, the last one out of Victory Bonita.
Yep.
In that is a Captain Crunch, 2-year-old. He has been to the qualifiers as well, and he's one that's done a pretty handy job so far. I don't think he'll be far off winning a race once he does actually get sorted out.
Oh, people will be watching this and they'll be like, put a Y on it, Paul. Do this, do that. So
just go back. You talk about learning things. Do you know this one, Paul? If you go, so delete that. Go MIGH. Percentage sign.
Percentage sign.
Where's
that?
It'd be top shift 4 or one of those, somewhere up there.
Oh, shift 5.
Shift 5, there you go.
Yep.
CRU. Percentage sign.
And then hit enter.
And hit enter.
And that'll bring up any horse.
it will bring up the most closest to the letters that you've put in with the percentage. So percentage defaults your wording. So because we had MIGH and then CRU, there's no other horses with that combination, and that'll bring it up.
I could have done with that knowledge yesterday. Dennis Howe was on. What about Dennis Howe? How silly is he? He gave the girls a bet. I did an interview with the girls. He said if they get 2,000 views, he'll shout them out tea. I just laughed. I laughed at him. I said, mate, they'll get 2,000 views on most things I do. So he wasn't happy with that, but that's okay. He shouted the girls tea, and it's going to be good to see the girls there at Sydney and Bathurst. So going from there, let's get back onto where we're meant to be, but that's all over the place. So this horse ran third. Where's this at Bathurst again, is it?
No, this is at Albion Park.
Okay,
so he's
3 in it. And Talia drove him?
Yep, so he's John McMullen.
He's the outside horse, is he?
He's the outside. So the two others are the Hewitts, Doug Hewitt, and I think they're both. Mate, no, the one might be trained by Gemma. Yep. Brendan's driving in Doug Lee's colours there, and the other one's Doug's, and they're Doug's colours.
Right.
Yeah, he's a bit behind him, but he has been to the educations this early in the season, and he's a Captain Crunch half to that lot 13, the Cattle Wash Victory Bonita. So those other two go pretty handy, the two out in front, the two of the Hewitt runners. So
they are a Sweet Blue, Laughing Lily, and an American Ideal, Major Fashion Overnight Major, both for Gemma.
So the Major Fashion one,
yep.
That's why we were bringing that up, to both show the Mighty Crunch and the segue into the Mighty Fashion. If you go on to it, which one it was, I Am Hugo.
Yep.
It has it's done well in what it's done to date. It has a half by Stay Hungry, will be lot 52.
He throws me all over the shot, he does, but he does a good job. This is the sort of random information we want to get out there. Major Fashion is too. So, it's an American Ideal. I was going to say, because we were on a Captain Crunch, I thought it might have been a bit closer to so this was part of the Bearing Black stock. This horse here, so it's a Stay Hungry out of the Major Mare in Major Fashion. She's only had the one foal 3-year-old Nolde to race, and that is Designer Jewel, who's won 2 races, and actually was pretty good, 2 from memory.
Yep.
And then a great family after that, isn't it, ever? Wow. Majida. Wow. That's a great family.
And, so he goes right on Hugo, but here we've got lot 52, a Stay Hungry filly. And the Stay Hungrys, they've been doing, I think, from the first year we had the 2023 Sunshine Stars sale. Out of that sale, I think there's been, so last year, 2-year-olds. I think there was about 3 or 4 Stay Hungrys were winners out of that sale. So here we are. We've got another Stay Hungry, and keeping on that theme, Paul, of the diversity of the stallions that are represented.
Yeah.
And he's Stay Hungry with a out of an Art Major Mare Major Fashion, and of course her damn New York Fashion was a very good filly, and an early going filly.
The Cattle Wash too, and I don't get a kickback from the guys at Euroby or anything along those lines, but this horse here served nearly a full book this year because of what they're doing in America. So that lot 13 is going to be on a lot of people's radars, being a colt by Cattle Wash, and out of that family as well. There's going to be a lot of people keen on him, that's for sure.
There certainly are. There's plenty in there, and like you said, that diversity. Horses like For a Reason, Huntsville, Stay Hungry, Better's Wish, Captain Midnight, McWicked, Art Major, Dancing Lou, Cattle Wash, Down by the Seaside. There is something for everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. I've seen quite a few of these. I haven't seen that horse there. Seen a few of the horses going up to Queensland. The other part is, they're grown out. They're beautifully presented.
Which the
No, the ones I've seen so far.
oh, okay, the ones that are coming, yeah,
five from the 8 from Ben Stud. They all look terrific.
Yeah, well, I guess you want your horses doing it on the track, and you want them looking good. And while there may not be the prize money there for best presented at a sale, what I will say for this year's sale, Paul, is just watch this space, because the best presented filly and best presented colt will be receiving a special prize, special award, and it will be presented by 2 mystery judges. So watch this space. You'll have to be at the sale to find out who these mystery judges are. So that's Sunday, the 23rd of February, but there will be 2 quite well-known mystery judges picking the best filly and the best colt or gelding out of the sale.
I'm going to throw you under the bus a little bit for 1 second, Darren, before I let you go. Lot number 4 for Pat Corrigan. Apart from the castle, I don't know of Corrigan.
But Pat's bred quite a few number of horses. He had quite a bit to do before he sold it, and he's probably still a bit dirty that he sold it. What's the name? The Bernie Hewitt's good filly.
Friff? No.
No, the name's bloody jumped out of my head. Jewel Melody. Melody. She's got a full, I think it's a full sister in this sale, Paul. Captain Treacherous. Is there a captain? Captain Treacherous.
There's 2. Our Sweet Melody, there is 2.
Yeah, there we go.
61. Yep.
This is your captain speaking. Lot 61. So I am pretty sure that Pat Corrigan bred our Sweet Melody.
Okay.
That'd be something to go back and have a look on the HRA. If he didn't, I might be jumping down the complete wrong rabbit hole. But anyway, yeah.
Have a look at that family. Like, that is ridiculous. There's 3 dams to a page. You've got a champion like Jewel Melody at the top, and then you go down. There's a couple of horses down the bottom that go pretty fair. You can go to Leap to Fame and Swayze, probably for a reason. Like, he gets kicked a touch out of that family, and it's not fair on him. I can say that much.
It's not often you see that, is it? That a horse with his ability, a millionaire, and he's producing it as a sire as well. And,
yeah.
Here he is, and he's not even anywhere near the strongest in his family.
It's sad, isn't it? It's great for connections, but that's a magic opportunity again. The depth in these horses at this sale, it's just amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. So a colt, a full brother to Jewel Melody, who's won $500,000. Super filly through a 2 and 3 year old season for Bernie Hewitt and Wayne and Julie Loader, and she's just been an absolute gem for them. And when she gets to the breeding barn, I bet I'm not sure whether she's gone this year as a 4-year-old or whether they're going to go again one more race season as 5. But she was some filly.
And then there's another one with somewhere. Sorry, Captain Treacherous. Sorry, it's got a 2x3 of Sunbeat Somewhere. So for the off Las Piñas, so that's going to garner a lot of attention too. And we know everyone's keen on the Treacherouses. It's just a matter of whether you can purchase them or not. But lovely horses to buy as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's almost as hard to get your mare booked into them now as it is to actually buy one.
Yep, absolutely. Darren, I'm going to let you go. We're going to go back over this very quickly. We want to make sure that people are aware of the prize money on offer for the Sunshine Stars. With the 2-year-olds, these yearlings that are purchased next year will be able to race for $125,000, $100,000 and $50,000. If you purchase a trotter for the 2-year-old series, they will be, well, you're better off just saying $25,000 no matter what. If they end up combining them, it's like $50,000. So amazing amount of prize money. You then have the Q-bred bonuses. You have your Proto Star, plus a lot of these horses have got other incentives. They are also eligible for the Nutrien Race Series, which is $1 million a rate, prize money on April 11 this year, with heats there as well. So the prize money these horses can go for, and then the quality, and that's what we've been trying to point out.
Yeah, it's all there, and like we said, with those stallions, there's a stallion for every type of buyer. There's going to be some really nice horses go through this sale ring, and you've got to be in it to win it. So you've got to be there to buy one. There was 97 lots catalogued. There's already a few come out, so your opportunities are sort of diminished a bit, and like you said, the opportunities there for big stake money, it's huge. And let's not forget too that weekend, so that's Sunday the 23rd, it's going to be a great sale, a great day. But that said, that weekend, if you're a harness racing lover, you need to get to the Creek, because Friday, Saturday night, the Ultimate Driver Championship will be held. So it's going to be a big 3 days. It's a big week, really, at the Creek. But those 3 days, Friday, Saturday, rolling into Sunday for the sale. After the sale, do bear in mind too, don't just pack up and go home. There will be a function at the completion of the sale for anyone who's purchased a horse to come along and just have a little bit of hospitality on Nutrien and the club. There should be plenty there. And if you're coming from interstate, check out our corporate sponsors. The Quest are just over the road, the Riverview Hotel, the View Hotel there just over the road as well. So plenty of places to stay. It'll be a big weekend, and really looking forward to that. It's not far away now, Paul.
I know. I do know that. It's scary how close it actually is for some people that got to be on the road. I'm going to be there from Friday night covering the driver series and Saturday night, and then we've got the sales on the Sunday. We'll be bringing wall to wall. You guys are going to be doing this as well, so people won't forget. This won't be the last one. We're definitely going to do a virtual parade. We've got a couple of things going. You're going to remember your computer, so that'll make it a lot easier and go from there. But we just want to make sure people are aware the Sunshine Star sale. Get the catalogue. Put it online for your updates. Darren's got a paper copy in his hand. There's paper copies out there if you're but get there and make sure you have a deep dive, because there's some beautifully bred horses in there and some really unique ones.
One thing I will add in about the paper or the hard copy of the what do you call this thing? The catalogue. I knew I'd get there. I had catalogue on my mind. I was like, it's not a catalogue. Every lot, I don't know whether you can see it, every lot has a QR code.
Just lift the paper up a bit. Yep, good man.
Every lot there has a QR code. So on day of the sale or leading up to it, scan that QR code. That'll take you to the page on the online catalogue where you'll get those pedigree updates. So
and photo and video updates.
Rather than spending 14 hours yourself going through and writing all the updates, which I tend to do, scan that. Up will come the online version. Someone's already done those pedigree updates for you.
Yep, Alan Parker does a great job. Darren, thank you. Anyone any more, get in touch with you guys at the Creek?
Yep, just give me a call, email, dclayton@thecreek.com.au. I can answer any question that you may have. If I can't answer it, I'll just make it up and make it sound believable.
Mate, thank you. Been a little bit trying for you. He's gone. How's that? We logged out at the right time. No, he's back. Yeah, you're definitely having phone issues, aren't you? I've got no audio now. Just wave goodbye. Just wave goodbye. Thank you very much. We will say goodbye to Darren.